Why are Shen Yu fans celebrating what so many people are calling just a cameo? Officially, she's credited as a special guest star, not the lead, not the face of the poster, not even in the primary billing. So, why are mooncakes around the world treating this like one of the biggest moments of her career? Either they know something most people haven't figured out yet, or they're celebrating for the wrong reason. I spent days researching this film, and what I found changed how I see this role, and where Shen Yu's career might be heading next. Because here's the part almost nobody's talking about. This role isn't exciting because of how much screen time she has. It's exciting because of what it represents. Her character sits quietly at the center of one of the film's biggest mysteries, and the people who chose her tell us just as much about her future as the character does. Once you understand that, you'll understand why fans are celebrating. Here on Asian Star Spotlight, we don't just cover Shen Yu's dramas and co-stars. We explore the stories, the facts, and the possibilities behind her journey. If that sounds like your kind of content, subscribe and join us. Before we talk about Shen Yu, we need to understand what kind of film The Decisive Moment actually is, because the project alone tells you why this casting matters. It's a large-scale Chinese sci-fi adventure directed by Zhang Disha, with legendary filmmaker Huang Jianxin serving as executive producer. That name carries weight. He's widely respected as one of the most influential figures in modern Chinese cinema. This isn't just another commercial blockbuster. It's a film backed by people who care about storytelling and craft. The story unfolds across two timelines: 1970, during China's early aerospace program, and 2035, where astronauts find themselves stranded in deep space after a catastrophic accident. At first, these timelines seem unrelated, but they're connected by a mystery that unfolds slowly throughout the film. And right at the center of that connection is Shen Yu's character. She plays Wang Hui, affectionately called Haya. Normally, when people hear special appearance or guest role, they assume minor, someone who appears briefly, leaves, and barely touches the story. But after researching this film, I don't think that's the right way to look at Wang Hui. She belongs entirely to the 1970 timeline, working alongside the young aerospace researchers played by Leo Wu. Visually, she's almost unrecognizable from the Shen Yu we know. No modern styling, just a simple vintage white shirt and rustic double braids, everything reflecting the innocence of the era. Production materials describe her as someone whose eyes are always bright, someone who naturally gives hope to the people around her. Early viewers who saw preview footage used a phrase to describe her, Niu, which means tiger girl, someone who looks gentle but carries real spirit underneath. Blunt, fearless, and energetic, the kind of person who keeps everyone going when things get hard. Warmth inside a high-pressure scientific environment. And that's where this gets interesting. Wang Hui isn't just there to support the story. She's tied to one of its biggest mysteries. Without spoiling anything, the work her team completes decades earlier becomes critical to everything happening in the future timeline. The deeper the story goes, the more she matters. That's not what most people picture when they hear Cameo. One behind-the-scenes moment stayed with me. On Shen Yu's first day filming, director Zhang Disha stopped the scene, not because anything went wrong, but because she wanted something more specific. Act a little cuter, a little more grounded, she told her. Shen Yu nodded, smiled, said understood, and adjusted immediately. Directors don't spend time refining performances they don't care about. That kind of attention goes to actors they trust to deliver exactly what they're looking for. And Shen Yu delivered, no hesitation, no ego, just professionalism. So back to our question. Why are fans celebrating a role that isn't even the lead? Here's what I think. It's not about screen time. It's about direction. For years, Shen Yu has been tied to youth romance dramas. The sweet, relatable girl next door. That image built one of the most loyal international fan bases in Chinese entertainment. But it also created expectations. The Decisive Moment quietly breaks them. She's working alongside Huang Bao, one of China's most respected actors, under a production team trusted across the industry, not because she was the biggest name available, but because they believed she was right for the role. From a career standpoint, this is a smart move. She gains credibility, experience, and access to some of the industry's most respected filmmakers. And as a special guest star, she avoids the commercial pressure carried by the film's leads. High reward, low risk. This isn't happening in isolation either. Shen Yu was recently appointed to the first International Film Festival's Short Film Shortlist Committee. Recognition from within the filmmaking community, not from popularity. Put that next to the Decisive Moment and a pattern starts to form. She's quietly building something different, not just popularity, but respect. While promoting the film, Shen Yu wrote on Weibo that humanity's journey into the unknown is only beginning, and that growing up means exploring that same uncertainty, the very thing that gives life its meaning. She signed off with "See you August 1st. Reading that, I couldn't help but think she might be describing her own journey as much as the film's. Before I go, thank you to FJM8310 for suggesting our next topic, what Shen Yu's top 9 most influential ranking actually means. Once I started researching, I realized there's a lot more to it than I expected, so we'll break it down together in the next video. After all this research, I found myself asking a different question. Not why did Shen Yu accept such a small role, but what kind of actress is she trying to become? Sometimes the role that changes a career isn't the biggest one, but it's the one that quietly changes how the industry sees you. If that's what's happening here, we may look back at the Decisive Moment as the start of a new chapter. I genuinely love to hear what you think. Do you want to see Shen Yu keep chasing leading roles, or slowly build the kind of reputation that lasts for decades? Let me know your thoughts below. I rate every comment, and conversations like these are exactly why this channel exists. One quick update before we finish. If you enjoy videos like this, you can now become a member by tapping join next to subscribe. Your support helps me keep building a positive home for Shen Yu fans around the world, and I appreciate every one of you. If this gave you a new perspective on Shen Yu's career, that's exactly what this channel is here for. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and turn on notifications. We're only just beginning to uncover the bigger story behind her journey. The Decisive Moment arrives in Chinese cinemas August 1st, 2026. Whether you're watching for Huang Bao, for Liu Wu, for the mystery at the center of it all, or simply because Shen Yu is part of it, I think you'll leave understanding something bigger than a single film. Sometimes the role that changes a career isn't the biggest one. It's the one that quietly changes how the industry sees you. August 1st may one day be remembered as the moment Shen Yu's next chapter truly began. I'll see you in the next one.